Renegade Immortal, Chapter 104, Calamity Morning, Final. Wang Lin had never felt something like this before. This was a pain that made him want to tear his own heart out. It was as if all of the blood in his body was instantly sucked out. Waves of dizziness hit his head. Wang Lin withstood this unexpected pain as he quickly ran. He turned away and saw that those three were still chasing him. His eyes turned cold as he changed his direction to the corpse sect gathering area. 4 beams of light quickly flew across Jieming Valley. The only thoughts in Wang Hao and Wang Zhou's minds were panic and helplessness. They didn't even dare to move as they watched Wang Tao and his sister die before them. The fairy-like cultivator revealed a complex look on his face. He sighed and turned around so he longer had to look at them. Teng Huayuan smiled as he walked into the house. He closed his hand. When he reopened it, a ring of purple light appeared, preventing people from leaving. Then he took a step and entered one of the side houses. This is where the servants lived. Waves of miserable screams came from the house, and streams of yellow gas were collected by the flag. 7 or 8 painful-looking faces of the Wang family servants appeared on the flag. Teng Huayuan didn't stop as he walked into the next house, and more screams followed. Wang Hao's body trembled. He wanted to resist, but was unable to say a word. Soon, all of the Wang family servants had been turned into ghosts, and Teng Huayuan's face was very serious. The rest of the Wang family was alerted by the screams and tried to escape, but to their horror, they found a purple light preventing them from leaving. They could only hear the constant stream of miserable screams coming from outside. This kind of fear caused the entire Wang family to become unsettled. Teng Huayuan muttered to himself, "Li Er, that person killed you, so I'll kill his entire family to get revenge for you." With that, he stepped into another room. Wang Hao's body shook, as if some power was rushing out from inside him. He took a few steps forward and loudly shouted, "No!" Teng Huayuan turned around and sneered. He waved his hand, and that house turned to dust without a sound, revealing a man and woman whose faces were filled with fear. This man and woman were Wang Lin's third uncle and aunt, which were also Wang Hao's parents. Teng Huayuan's right hand reached out, and Wang Hao's father floated into the air with his hand around his neck. His face immediately became red. He opened his mouth, revealing a suffering expression. Wang Hao's eyes were bloodshot as tears flowed out. He let out a roar and was about to run out when Wang Zhou held him down. Wang Zhou whispered, "Wang Hao, don't be rash. That person is a Nansent cultivator." Teng Huayuan sneered. His right hand closed. With a bang, Wang Hao's father's head turned to pulp. His body fell to the ground, then his soul came out and collected by the flag. "No!" Wang Hao's voice turned hoarse. He felt a pain in his chest as he coughed out blood. He looked at his father's body and muttered, "Why? Why?" Teng Huayuan again seized Wang Hao's mother, crushed her skull, and threw her before Wang Hao. Wang Hao's body shook as he coughed out more blood and finally collapsed. He held his mother's body. Tears flowed down from his eyes as he shouted, "Why?" Teng Huayuan's expression darkened. He waved his hand, and under the shining purple light, all of the houses turned to dust. There were about 40 people on the ground. All of them were Wang family members. The women started to cry. They were all filled with fear. Aside from the people that were alive, there were only dead bodies without heads. Teng Huayuan smiled as he grabbed a person. This person was Wang Lin's father's third uncle. He was currently the most senior member of the Wang family. Surrounded by screams, his soul was taken by Teng Huayuan, and he died. Wang Hao stared at the scene dumbfoundedly. He didn't even notice that the hand Wang Zhou was using to pin him down had already carved out blood marks on his body. Wang Zhou didn't dare to look at his parents among the crowd. He lowered his bloodshot eyes. Wang Lin's fourth uncle had lived in the wilderness for a long time, so he was much more brave than most people. He let out a wry smile and seemed to have thought things out. His wife died 1 year ago, and his son had already been sent out to a martial arts sect, so he was gone already. He asked in a loud voice, "Immortal, what has my Wang family done to offend you? I know we mortals are like ants in your eyes, but ants have the right to know what the cause of all this is." The fairy-like cultivator let out a surprised sound as he examined this man. "Why?" Teng Huayuan pointed a few times, and several more people died. Blood sprayed everywhere from their messy, dismembered bodies. "Someone from your Wang family dared to kill my great-great-grandson, so I decided to kill his entire family." With that, he struck the air with his right hand, and more than 10 people died. Wang Hao struggled free from Wang Zhou and was about to charge forward when Wang Zhou pinned him down. Wang Zhou's face was filled with tears as he whispered, "Wang Hao, no matter how it was before, we have to live. Only by living can we get revenge." Wang Lin's fourth uncle bitterly smiled and said, "Immortal, how could someone from my Wang family kill your great-great-grandson? In these past hundreds of years, my Wang family has only had 3 immortals." He suddenly stopped as if he realized something. Among the surviving people, Wang Zhou's father kneeled down on the ground and said, "Immortal, is the person who killed your great-great-grandson named Wang Lin?" A cold light flashed across Teng Huayuan's eyes as he secretly thought, "Wang Lin. So he is called Wang Lin." He looked at Wang Zhou's father, reached out, and held Wang Zhou's father before him. He looked at Wang Zhou's father in the eyes and said, word for word, "Tell me everything about Wang Lin." Wang Zhou's father quickly told Teng Huayuan everything about Wang Lin, including where his parents lived. He viciously thought in his mind, "Die. All of you die. Even if this person wasn't killed by you, the Wang family is dead, so your parents should die as well." After Teng Huayuan finished listening, he let out a laugh. Then he closed his hand. When he opened it, a ball of lightning appeared. He casually pushed it forward, and a circular wave spread out. Wang Zhou's father was the closest one. When he touched the shock wave, his body shook and turned to dust along with his clothes. As the ripple spread out, everyone who touched it died, and their souls were collected by the flag. When the ripple was about to hit Wang Lin's fourth uncle, he had already closed his eyes, but a gentle white light covered his body and blocked the ripple of the ball of lightning. Teng Huayuan turned around and stared at the fairy-like cultivator. The cultivator sighed and said, "Fellow cultivator Teng, leave this person alive. He is useful to me." Teng Huayuan sneered. He pointed at Wang Zhou and Wang Hao and said, "You won't butt into the matter with those two, then?" The fairy-like cultivator lightly smiled as he looked at Teng Huayuan and said, "Fellow cultivator Teng, why are you asking such an obvious question? Of course I won't stop you, but if Senior Punonji asks, I'll have to tell him the truth." Teng Huayuan looked at the fairy-like cultivator for a long time, then stomped his feet, and the entire Wang family estate turned to rubble. As for Wang Zhou and them, he didn't even look at them as he flew towards Wang Lin's parents. Wang Zhuo's body trembled as he looked at the ruins. After pondering for a while, he kneeled on the ground and kowtowed. His forehead bled and his expression was extremely serious. Wang Hao clenched his teeth. He let out a miserable laugh and fell down. Wang Zhuo got up and picked up Wang Hao. He bowed toward the fairy-like cultivator and flew toward the Xuan Dao sect. All of his memories of the Wang family were swept away. The fairy-like cultivator sighed and thought, "This is really a sin. I don't know if what I did was right or wrong, but this middle-aged man is really not normal. I'll save who I can." Thinking about that, he waved his sleeves and disappeared from the Wang family estate along with Wang Lin's fourth uncle. Teng Huayuan almost immediately arrived at the small village Wang Lin's parent lived in. With him was a small flag with more than 100 faces of the Wang family. All of them wore very painful expressions. Waves of miserable screams came from the flag, causing waves of cold wind. After arriving at the village, he spread out his divine sense. He quickly found Wang Lin's house and rushed toward it. 15 minutes later, Teng Huayuan walked out of Wang Lin's house. His right hand hit the flag, and it grew to a giant size as Teng Huayuan spat out some nascent blood. Bursts of scream came from the flag as ripples appeared on it. Slowly, the ripples disappeared, revealing an image. This image showed Wang Lin quickly moving through a jungle. Teng Huayuan smiled, and his right hand pointed at the image. As for Wang Lin, under the effect of this unexplainable feeling of horror, he led his 3 pursers toward the corpse sect's gathering location. The pain, unimaginable pain, indescribable pain. This kind of pain drowned Wang Lin like a flood. Cultivators are very sensitive toward certain things. Wang Lin experienced a sense of panic he had never experienced before. His parents' faces appeared before him. Shortly after, Wang Lin saw a scene that he will remember for the rest of his life. No! 2 streams of blood flowed down from his eyes. His expression was painful, his body trembled, and slivers of Ain's spiritual energy moved violently in his body, completely out of his control. Every plant within 10 meters radius of him froze. This freezing hour kept growing stronger. It was in this moment that the Ji inside Wang Lin endlessly climbed up, reaching the Ji realm.